here, and I have my friend Mike Gutierrez from Heritage Auctions, and we're going to be auctioning off a couple of the most impressive memorabilia pieces that we've ever had. It's kind of difficult for me to do this, but you know, I think at my age, I'm 69 years old, it's time that I got rid of a couple things that, you know, I've had for many, many years, and I think they're really important pieces of memorabilia. You concur?
Absolutely. I mean, these are stage-used Tom Petty pieces that have never hit the market as far as I'm concerned.
This is a 1965 SG Standard that Tom used when he was on tour with Bob Dylan in 1987. He still has the little arrows of where his settings were on these knobs. Just a really cool guitar, and he used this extensively in '87 when he was on tour with Bob Dylan. And I'll give this to you a sec, Mike. So
Thank you.
this is a picture of Bob and Tom at the microphone together. And Tom wrote this on the back for me on there. This was my SG on Dylan Tour '87. And this fringe jacket here, he called it his cavalry jacket. This fringe cavalry jacket was worn from time to time over the Echo Tour 2000. And this is a caricature that Tom did of himself. And
You want to show the jacket?
and yes, and this is the jacket. So as you can see, there's a picture of Tom wearing the jacket, and this is the jacket. This is for real memorabilia here. And some other really iconic Tom stuff. This is a guitar that when Tom had some of his instruments stolen at a rehearsal studio in Culver City, he had an SG that was like this, that was stolen from him. And immediately after he realized it was stolen, he called me and asked if I had another one because he wanted to replace the guitar. We brought this down to him, and he used this for several months. They ended up getting their stuff back. They discovered one of the guys who was one of the guards at the rehearsal studio had stolen the instrument, sold it to a store in Hollywood. And so when he retrieved his other guitar, he gave me this one back, and he gave me a little letter on his letterhead, just saying, I played this guitar in the spring of 2012 when mine was stolen. That's Tom, and it's on his letterhead, hand signed by Tom. This is about as iconic as you can possibly get. This was Tom's top hat that he wore with Bob Dylan when they were on tour together. A little card with a picture, and Tom signed it in here for me as well.
That's a nice touch.
Yes.
Really
Well, he
nice.
knew that eventually I was going to sell this stuff. In fact, I was going to sell this stuff at the time that I got it from him, and then I went, this stuff is so important, I've just got to keep it.
Yeah.
And I kept it over the years. I never thought I would outlive Tom, because Tom was 2 years younger than me, and we were good friends, but he knew, and I traded him for a lot of really cool guitars that he wanted. This is another custom-made jacket that Tom had with the guns on the pocket and beautiful Western
Motif there.
motif on the back,
Yeah.
and a handwritten letter in here, my black, red, embroidered Western style jacket worn on stage, 1991 tour. And I've had this for a real long time. This is another jacket where I got this from Tom, and I did have a handwritten note on this, but I've had it for so long it must have fell on the floor of my closet, and who knows, it must have gotten thrown away. But this was, I got this directly from Tom. This was another custom-made coat. And then this other one, which is really beautiful too, this blue embroidered coat with another handwritten letter from Tom. And I've gotten to a point now where, based on my age and, you know, I wanted to do something with these things, but I want people to see them. I hope somebody gets them where they'll be able to view these instruments and this clothing. Also, I'm going to give part of the proceeds to the Midnight Mission, which was a charity that that I introduced Tom to. It's a homeless charity where Tom played several concerts for me with Mudcrush, his first band, for the Midnight Mission, and it was very dear to him. And actually, Music Cares gave him an award for his work with the homeless, and I kind of got Tom involved with this particular charity. There's a poster on the wall there that Tom and the guys from Mudcrush signed to me after the last gig that we did. We'll have to try to zero in on that. But, another part of the proceeds, we're gonna give another small part to the Tassie Fund, which is Mike Campbell and Marcy Campbell's animal fund, where they give, try to find animals homes, and they, a lot of times they'll give animals to war veterans and stuff like that to try to, up their spirits and all that. So
That's nice.
it's a really good foundation. And so the Tassie Fund and the Midnight Mission, which is very dear to me and dear to Tom, and Mike Campbell had played a bunch of times for the Midnight Mission with the Dirty Knobs as well as Mudcrush. So anyhow, we hope these find a good home. We hope that people appreciate and enjoy them. I've had them for so many years, but at my age, it's time. So I hope whoever gets them is appreciative, and Mike, I hope you're gonna do a good job for us, and get this out there.
Absolutely. This is gonna really hit the trades and the media really strong, and we're really looking forward to promoting and advertising this. Thanks very much, Norm.
All right,
Really
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
buddy.
Yeah.
Look for it in July at the Heritage Auctions.
HE.com.
Check it out.